Hello, welcome to all in my YouTube channel Biotech Help. I hope you would like my channel and see all my previous video that I have uploaded. Today we will discuss about some common disease occur in sugarcane. As we know, sugarcane is the major crop in India that major industry such as sugar industry, paper industry as well as alcohol or beverages are depend on the sugarcane. There are several diseases occur in sugarcane that affect the productivity of sugarcane and also the quality and quantity of the crop. Here we discuss about some common disease in the sugarcane. First, we discuss about the ratoon stunting disease in sugarcane. The ratoon stunting disease in sugarcane is caused by the pathogen Clavibacter xylem. This pathogen is most likely to the Rickettsia group. The symptoms of the disease include that disease clumps usually display stunt growth, reduced tillering, thin stack with the shortened internode, and also a yellowish foliage can occur, as we seen in the figure. Sometimes orange-red vascular bundle are shown or shaded of yellow at the node are seen in the infected canes. The pathogen that is Clavibacter xylem is present in the xylem cells of the infected plant. They are small, thin or rod-shaped bacteria that are gram-positive in nature. The disease is primarily spread through the use of disease sets. The disease also spread through the harvesting implements contaminated with the juice of infected plants. Sometimes a exudate or microbial growth is released from the stem of the sugarcane, which is responsible for the development and the spread of the disease. Some collateral hosts such as maize, sorghum are also increase the occurrence of the disease. For the management of the disease, we can apply the several methods that are discussed below. First of all, we should use or select the sets from the disease-free field, or if any occurrence of the symptoms of disease occur in the set, we have to discard them and never use for the new crop. Or we can also remove or burn the clumps that show the occurrence of the disease. We can treat the sets before planting as specified for the grassy root disease. In the grassy shoot disease, we treat the sets with the hot water or with the hot air of about 54 degrees Celsius. The next disease include the red strip disease in the sugarcane. This is also a common disease occur in the sugarcane and affect its productivity. The red strip disease is caused by the bacterium Pseudomonas rubellinens. It is a short or rod-shaped bacteria that is gram-negative bacteria. As we study in the previous disease, the Clavibacter xylem is a gram-positive bacteria, while the Pseudomonas that cause the red strip disease is a gram-negative bacteria. This is a point to be focused. The symptoms of the disease include that the disease first make its appearance on the basal part of the young leaves. Then the strip appears as water-soaked long, narrow or chlorotic streaks and become reddish-brown in few days. The strips confine to the lower half of the leaves lamina and develop the yellowish strip which later turn to the reddish-brown. Sometimes the crop is badly affected, the field and a foul or the nauseating smells are appear from the field. The favorable conditions that support the development and spread of the disease include the continuous ratooning and the prolonged rainy weather. That the low temperature of about 25 degrees Celsius or less increase the incidence of the disease. The pathogen remain viable for a longer period of time in the soil and infect the other plant residue. The bacteria also affect some collateral hosts such as sorghum, pearl millet, maize, finger millet that are commonly affected by the same pathogen. The bacteria primarily spread through the infected cane. The secondary spread is mainly occur by the rain splash, irrigation and the insects. The management of the red strip disease include the several methods such as the affected plant should be removed or burned because it reduces the occurrence of the disease in the other crops or in the future crop. Growing the resistant variety, select the sets from the healthy fields. The infected sets should be removed in the earlier time of the selection because if we choose the affected sets, it may develop or increase the occurrence of the disease. We should always avoid the growing of the collateral host as we discussed the sorghum, maize, pearl millet, etc. near the sugarcane field because the collateral host or crop also increase the occurrence of the disease. I hope you should better understand about this disease, their management also. In the next, we will discuss about the grassy shoot disease of the sugarcane. It is also a major disease in the sugarcane. The grassy shoot disease of the sugarcane is caused by the pathogen Phytoplasma. It is a very destructive disease in the sugarcane. The symptoms of the disease include that the disease appear nearly 2 months after planting. The disease is characterized by the production of numerous tillers. Tillers are the secondary growth that is emerges from the main shoot. So, as we discussed, the disease is characterized by the production of the numerous lanky tillers from the base shoot. Sometimes leaf become pale yellow as we seen in the figure or totally chlorotic, thin or narrow. The plant appear bushy or like grasses as we seen in the figure due to the reduction in the length of the internode. Two type of pathogen or bodies are seen in the figure. These are the infection of the pathogen is occur in the two phase. The first phase is the about 300 to 400 nanometer size pathogen that is round shape or spherical in structure, and the other one is filamentous body of 30 to 53 nanometer in diameter. If we cut the section of the infected plant, these two type of pathogen are seen in the stem or the vascular tissue of the plant. The primary spread of the disease is occur by the phytoplasma is through the disease cells and cutting knives. The pathogen is spread or transmitted by the aphids during the secondary infection. Primary infection is occur by the phytoplasma and the secondary infection is occur by the aphids, which help in the transmittance of the disease. The collateral host may also increase the occurrence or development of the rate of the disease. Here we discuss about the management of the disease, that is grassy shoot disease. First, eradication of the disease part as soon as the symptoms are seen in the crop. Otherwise, we should avoid the selection of the set from the diseased area. Sometimes we can also use the pre-treatment of the healthy sets with the hot water up to 52 to 54 degrees Celsius for 1 hour before planting. Or in the replacement of this method, we can also use the hot air treatment method, in which 54 degrees Celsius hot air is blown on the sets for 8 hours. Otherwise, we also use the spraying of some common insecticide twice in a month for the development of the disease. I hope you better understand about all the disease of the sugarcane as we discuss in the video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.